Hey, Lori. Just want to kind of go over what we discussed on the driving range yesterday. Um, as you can see, I've got us, or with the 3D model, I should say. As you can see on the left-hand side is the two-dimensional that I filmed with the camera, and on the right is the three-dimensional. I can't draw on the three-dimensional, but you can really see in your setup that your knee flex, you get your knees going forward, and that's one of the things that we really talked about in making sure that in order for us to turn the pelvis in the proper fashion that we want to, you've got to have the balance more over your the knees more over your ankles. So make sure you pull those knees back. Otherwise, your posture is pretty good. Your chest bend is a little forward than I like, but by pulling those knees back, that's going to change. Again, that's that bend number listed under the chest. Okay, so as we scroll through or segment through the back swing, actually, before I do that, we're going to go back to the head-on perspective so you can see things a little more specifically. Let's get rid of those numbers. Oh, I got to do this so we can then see it. Okay, so top of the backswing. This is where, the area of emphasis that we're trying to change. The two numbers I want to address are under the chest listing on the left, you've got a bend of -4 degrees, which is not bad. I'd like to see you get more to 0. On the pelvis, we're only -30, which means you only turned 30 degrees with your pelvis, and I want to get that to be much closer to 40. That's going to be the big change that we're working on. If you get your 30 to 40, your pelvic bend, your chest bend is going to be much less. The other thing that we talked about on the right-hand side is your pelvis lift is positive 1.4 inches. We want to actually turn down and into the right leg with that pelvis. So, the focus point was to focusing on, or is to get the pelvis to turn and get your arms higher at the top of the backswing than you're usually, and more out in front of you. And the reason why is as we come through impact, we're going to scroll through. You can see you've got, and I'm going to actually get you to impact orientation because the camera's not referencing. There we go. So you can see right there, we have got, minimal side bend with that right arm, right shoulder at 21 degrees. And again, if I get on this down the line perspective, we are going to see that your 29 degrees or 21 degree bend is insufficient. I want to get that more into the 30s. That's going to allow that club face to stay stable through impact on a more consistent level. Okay, so we're trying to change some impact conditions by focusing on the backswing, and then as I said, we're going to have to focus on, when we change the backswing, how you deliver the club into the golf ball and change that pattern as well. So, if you have any questions on this, let me know. We worked on some drills to help you feel the pelvic turn. That's where we're prioritizing everything. But you've come such a long way since we started working together. I'm so proud of you and the work you're doing. And we're just going to keep moving forward so you can get that handicap to where you need it to be and break 90.